This is Lecture Scheduler, a tool for university administrators to generate a timetable or schedule for various classes that are going to be held in the new session or the ongoing session. So how it works is that you have to give it the list of classes that needs to be scheduled. And how do you give it that? You give it as a CSV file. CSV file can be created via Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. You can create a new file or simply use the template or example file as specified here. Open this file and these are the columns that should be there in your CSV file. Now I will explain each one of them one by one. The course, first we have course name or the subject name for any class, then we have the teacher name, and you have to make sure that you use the same spellings for every teacher throughout the whole file. Then we have section. Now this is the important part, because if we have the course portions listed 4 times here and we have 4 different sections, that means that there will be 4 separate classes for 4 different sections. That means each section will have a separate class for them. So Slytherin will have a separate class and Gryffindor and others. But let's suppose if there is a case where one course can be taught to more than one sections together. For example, Defense Against the Dark Arts has the class for Gryffindor and Slytherin together. So you can think of it like this class is going to be held in the same room where both of these sections are present, while these were taken separately in separate rooms. Now in such an instance you have to write it as one row, because this is one class, not 2 classes. This is one class that is going to be taken by 2 different sections. So in that case, in the section column, you separate the 2 sections by comma and you enter all the sections that are going to take in this class separated by comma. Then we have lectures, which means the number of classes in a week or number of lectures in a week. Like alchemy will have 1 lecture per week, while potions will have 2 lectures per week, and so on. Last one, slots, is an optional field that you can use. What it does is that it specifies or schedules a given course or class only to a specific time slot. For example, let's say Dumbledore is a very busy person because he is the headmaster and so on. So we can specify that he can only take the class on this time slot. Now what it means is that day dot period. That means 4th day first period. So Dumbledore says he is only available on the first period of the 4th day. So we write it here so that his class is only scheduled at this specific time. Similarly, if there are more than one classes or lectures, and you can write a list of multiple time slots separated by comma like this. This means the first day and second period, or second period of the first day and second period of the second day. Similarly, second period of the third day, second period of the fourth day. So this is how you can write slots, or you can write it, keep it empty if there is no preferred slots or no preference for when a given course should be scheduled. So you can delete this data and write your own list of classes here, or you can, for now I will simply use this same data to generate a schedule. Now you click on choose file and select that same CSV file and click generate schedule. Now a schedule has been automatically generated for you, such that there is no conflict among the classes. A conflict occurs if at a same time slot 2 classes for a same section have been assigned. So obviously the 2 sections cannot take 2 classes at the same time, or if 2 teachers have been assigned class, if a same teacher has been assigned two classes at the same time, which obviously he cannot take. So this scheduler makes sure that there is no conflict among the classes assigned to each time slot. Now here we have a timetable for 4 days. If let's suppose we have 5 days, then we can specify it here and it will be generated for 5 days. Also here we assume that there are infinite amount of rooms available where classes can be taken, but let's suppose that there are only 3 rooms and here we have 4 classes assigned, so this is not possible. So you specify that we have only 3 rooms available and it will generate a schedule accordingly. Now obviously it will now take more periods than before, but it will make sure that no more than 3 classes are assigned at the same time, or you can remove it if you have infinite rooms. Now this was the initial schedule generated, and you can see that Gryffindor and Slytherin had the defense against the dark arts class together, so it has been specified as one class, whereas the other courses had the same class separately, as you can see Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. Now there is one another feature here, that is teacher unavailability. If let's say there are several teachers who are not available at specific time slots, and you have to ensure that they are not assigned class at that time. For example, Hagrid is not available any day on the first period, or Snape is not available at Thursday on first period, and also not on the second period because he have to go somewhere for a secret meeting like that. So we can specify teacher and unavailability. Similarly, through a CSV file, you can download this example file here. I'll show it to you. Here we have only 2 columns, teacher and slots. So we have Hagrid and Snape. So you have to once again make sure that same spellings are used. So in slots you have to use the same format as before, day dot period and various time slots separated by comma. So Hagrid is not available on the first period of any day. Similarly, Snape is not available on first and second period of the fourth day. Now we add the same file in the teacher and availability and click generate schedule. Now you can see that we don't have any of the Hagrid's class on the first period on any day. It has been assigned, the schedule has been regenerated such that other courses have been shuffled in place, and also we don't have Snape's class on the Thursday first period or the Thursday second period. So this was lecture scheduler. For any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.